Oh, look at this patient puppy. Hi, Willow. All right, we are down here with Willow for our last puppy of the day for our week 1 video recap. And so we're just down here getting warmed up with a little bit of play, getting acclimated to the environment. Good girl, Willow. In these videos, we're going to go over all the things that we've been practicing with your puppy for the last week. And so you can see what they're learning and the progress that they're making week after week. What is this? A couple things before we get started. When you registered for the program, you did get a confirmation email. There are some links in that email I definitely would encourage you to check out before your puppy goes home. One of those links will take you to a web page where there are some handouts that you can read through, and also your video library is there, okay? So there's videos for all the behaviors that we teach the puppies for each week. Better yet, after you're done watching this recap video with Willow, I would definitely recommend you go and watch the week 1 videos in the video library, so then that way kind of makes more sense all the things that we're doing with her. I go into much more detail in those videos, covering how I'm training the behaviors and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So then it will kind of make all of this make a little bit more sense, okay? What are you doing, Willow? She's trying to bite the line instead of the toy at the end of the line. Yeah, are you sleepy? Because you're the last one. I woke you up when I went to go get you. Good girl. Good shake. All right, so I think we're probably going to get started here in just a second. I bet Willow's hungry. Oh, you want to paw at that now? Yeah, I'll pull it back out again in a second. So I am using just the Vital Essentials. People usually ask us what we're using for the training treats. So essentially I am using Willow's breakfast. It's strategic to do training sessions around meal times or with your puppy's meal, because this is when they are most motivated. If you feed your dog and then try to train with food, they're probably going to be full, so that might be a little bit harder. What are you doing, girlfriend? So the very first thing that I'm going to do is charge the clicker. There's a video on this in your video library, so I'm definitely going to recommend that you check that out so you understand what the clicker is for. And I'm going to get her attention to bring her back over here a little bit. So I'm just going to click, and then I'm going to hand her one of those snacks. There we go. Good girl. That's what we're doing. Yeah, Willow. So we're going to do this, 3 to 5 times in a row for week 1. Basically, what I want her to understand is that when she hears the sound of the click, she's going to get food from me. Good girl. Good mamas. So that's also kind of why I'm changing my position each time. I want her to hear the click and orient to where I am. Yeah, good girl. Perfect puppy. Super smart. Okay, so now let's move on to our next exercise, which is following a food lure. All right, so for this one, I've got my cookie. I'm holding it underneath my thumb against a flat palm. This way the puppy can only lick at the treat. They're not biting my fingers, okay? So you can see Willow's licking the treat. She's connected to my food hand. I start to move my hand. She's connected. And after a few steps, I'm gonna click and let her have that cookie, okay? So we'll do that a few times in a row. There's that cookie. Ooh, good girl. And this time I'm gonna ask her a little bit more. I'm just gonna ask her to switch directions while she's following the food hand, the food lure. Okay, let's do that one more time. Boop, boop, boop. Good girl, Willow. Yeah, super smart. Look at you. Good girl. And we can add something to that behavior. Let's add her name. So I want to teach Willow that when she hears her name, she should respond to it. She should come to me. Willow. Yeah, so we're just using the food lure to teach name recognition. Let's do that a few more times. Willow. Wow, good puppy. Another one. Willow. Yeah. How about one more? Willow. Good job. Super puppy, look at you. All right, let's take a little break because we just did 3 things in a row. We charged the clicker, then we practiced following a food lure, then we did some name recognition. Good girl, Willow, get that toy. Where is it? Oh yeah, these floors are a little slippery. So we don't want to do too much too quickly, so that's why usually I will try to take a break in between, like maybe every 3-4 behaviors, practice a few reps of each, and then we'll take a little play break, okay? Are you into this flirt pole now? Ooh, where is it? Get it. Oh, smart puppy. You bounced on it. Good girl. Yeah. The flirt pole is fun for dogs because they can chase it, they can stalk it, they can bite it, they can tug on it. And guess what? They're learning to do all those things to the toy and not to people. Good girl. Oh, yeah, there you go. She got it this time. Alright, I'm going to steal it from her because I'm going to show you our next few exercises. Where is it? Ooh, I'll bring it back. Okay, so now we're going to work on a hand target. This is going to be fairly similar to the following the food lure, but it is a little different. So I'm going to show you that. Did you find that other toy? You're searching for crumbs. It's a little bit of both. Okay, so I'm going to start with her on a food lure. So remember, she's nice and connected to that food hand, but then I'm going to detach my hand from her nose, touch. Good girl. And when she reconnects with my hand, that's when I'm clicking and feeding her the treat. So I'm teaching her to target her nose to my palm. This is the hand target. I'm going to try that again. Touch. Good girl. Super smart, Willow. I'm going to let her finish that cookie. I'm like kind of crushing these up in my hand too because they're kind of hard. You guys are still so tiny with your tiny little baby teeth. Okay, so food lure, touch, into hand target. Good girl. Let's do 2 more of those. Yeah, I'm smushing them up for you. Let's go right into the hand target. Touch. Super puppy. And 1 more. Ready? Touch. Nice job, baby. Okay, now we're going to practice our first position change. We're going to practice some sits. So again, I'm going to start her on the food lure. I'm going to lure her body into the sit. Look at that. Good girl. Then I'm going to, after she finishes this cookie, okay, introduce the release word. Release word means you can move out of the position I just put you in. Okay, so if I told her to sit, I want her to keep sitting until I say okay. Here, little baby. Sit. Super. Okay. Let's do a couple more of those. Willow. Good. Uh-oh, crumb on the ground. Yeah, it's in my hand. Sit. Wow, so smart. Okay. Do 1 more. Sit. Super puppy. Right here, baby. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so let's take a little break again because we just did 3 more things. We did hand target, then we practiced some sits, and we introduced the release cue. You're going to see I'm going to use that release cue in a couple more of her exercises today. It's an important concept. She's just looking for crumbs on the ground. Where's your toy? Yeah, you just realized there could be crumbs on the ground, huh? Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. What are you doing? Are you a silly puppy? Wow, you got it with your foot. Whoa, now she's biting it. Now she's biting it. Woo! Play and play like with the flirt pole also builds confidence in our puppies, right? We want our dogs to be happy, confident dogs. Get it, get it, get it. So like I could easily rip this toy out of her mouth if I wanted to. I'm much bigger and much stronger than this baby puppy. But when she's in possession of it right now, so when she's got her little paws on it or if she's biting at it, I'm giving little teeny tiny tugs, right? But I'm almost like pretending that she's so strong that I can barely get it away from her. And that's what's gonna make the game more fun for her. If I'm always winning all the time against a baby puppy, that's how you teach your dogs that play isn't really that fun. Toy play with you isn't really that fun because you're always gonna overpower them, right? So I wanna build in the puppy this sense of belief that they are big and strong, okay? So I'm not like trying to take the toy and like pick them up off the ground or drag them around on the ground with it. I'm just meeting her opposition, right? Good girl. Wow, Willow. Boop, 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 boop. So I'm still tugging on it, but just gently, because now look at her. She's like, yeah, look at me. I'm so strong. I'm so strong. I'm a big confident puppy. Ooh, good girl. All right, so I'm going to steal this from her again because I want to show you our last couple of exercises. So we're going to move on to the mat now. So this is going to turn into a stay behavior, but we break it down into tiny little steps for tiny baby puppies. In week 1, I just want her to get 4 paws on the mat. I'm going to mark for 4 paws with the clicker. Then I'm going to start to drop 1 cookie down onto the mat at a time. I don't know, anywhere between like 3 to 5 cookies. It doesn't really matter. But then the last one, I'm going to let her finish that one. We're going to use that release word again. And I'm going to release her off the mat. Okay. Good girl. Get it. Yeah. And I'm going to pick up our mat. Willow. And when she comes back on it, 4 paws. I mark with the clicker. Great job, puppy. And start to drop those treats again. One at a time. And our last one. Okay. Super. Let's do that a couple more times. Willow. There's 4 paws. Right here, baby. I know, whatever that is distracting. Just that different type of flooring over there. Good girl. Super. Last one. Like there's a crumb. Okay. Wow. Let's do one more. She's like, I'm still eating this one. Okay, I was waiting for 4 paws. Good girl. That's the tiniest piece ever. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, super dog. Awesome. So that's exactly where I want them to be for the mat for week 1. That's a fun one to watch the progress that they make because we will add steps to it every week. And I'm going to show you one more thing. We're going to end with some gentle handling exercises. Ooh. And, oh my God, I'm dropping food everywhere. Dropping it on you. So what I mean by that is your puppy's going to require a lifetime of grooming and veterinary care. We want to make sure that they're comfortable with the handling that's involved with that kind of care. So we're going to practice that now and expose and socialize them to it when they're tiny baby puppies, okay? I'm going to start by having her on my food hand up here. This hand's going to come under her belly. Yes. And for these exercises, I'm saying yes to give the cookie to the puppy, just because I don't have enough hands to hold the clicker as well. Okay, under her belly, yes. So what I'm teaching her here is that I can stabilize you, I can hold you still, I can restrain you, and you don't need to fight or find conflict in that, okay? Ready? Okay. I'm gonna release her out to let her know that we're done with that. When she comes back over, I'm going to connect her to my food lure hand again. There she is. And now this time I'm gonna handle specific body parts. So ears, picking up her cute little ear and just gently massaging her ear canal. Yes. Good girl. Okay. Let her finish that cookie. No, they're so crunchy. Look, I got more. Then I'm gonna come down and handle her tail. Yes, just move it around. I'm not pulling her tail, I'm just moving it how it normally could move. Just want her to get used to me doing it, or somebody else doing it besides her. Okay. Here, turn this way so the camera can see. Now I'm gonna handle her feet. So front foot, okay, back foot. Yes, I'm just picking up her feet, gently massaging her toes. Let's flip her around so you can see the other side. Yes, good job, baby. All right, that's everything. You know you're done? You wanna come in my lap? All right, good girl, Willow. So Willow was a rock star. She has nice food drive. She has nice toy drive, which makes for a puppy that's easy to train, okay? So make sure you check out your confirmation email, all the links that are in there. If you have any questions for us, just shoot us an email. You can do that by just responding to that email. And we'll see you next week for week 2.